But we've been working on this. We've been planning this change from the old surrey-online to the new one for about 2 years. And we actually started to conceive how it was going to be built and started building it 9 months ago. And the site was actually born last week. So we regard this as a little bit of planning, the pregnancy and the birth of this site actually last week. Now, interestingly, immediately it was born, it had lots of visitors. And the reason it had lots of visitors is because it started well indexed in Google, found by Google. So even on day one of it, we still get 300 visitors on the first day of that site. Now, the really key thing is, why is it different? And we'll show you in a minute. I'll stop waffling. Why is it different to the old surrey-online? The reason the old surrey-online was successful was that we put the businesses on there that we wanted to be found. And that worked really well. What we're doing with the new one is we're moving to the way that what people might want to call 2.0, or the use of social media, the collaboration between people and businesses and websites and forums and all those elements of social media, to make it a user-generated product. Okay? So the real difference between the two is the old one, we put the information on. The new one, you are in control of what goes on there. And we've described it as providing a structured local framework for businesses and social media to work together. Okay, I'll just say 2 words about social media before we look at the site. There are the various ways people have started using social media. What I mean by that is things like YouTube, Facebook, and various other sites that probably a lot of us, me included, myself included, would have said this doesn't make any sense for businesses. But believe me, it does. Businesses are starting to use social media to affect the way people make decisions and make choices. If I just give you a couple of small examples, people when they're choosing holidays nowadays will regularly look at the holiday opinion websites when they're deciding whether they're going to one hotel or not. When people are buying products and services to some degree, they will look at other people's reviews, opinions, when they're making their decisions. And we can influence them through the use of social media. We do it with our own customers in our own business. We spend a lot of time using social media to affect people's perceptions of businesses. I'll just mention one other thing. If anyone's seen this week's Mail on Sunday, not very exciting really, but we believe everything in the Mail on Sunday, don't we? But the enterprise zone, millions lost by firms who ignore the net. And they're referring to just 3 things here. This is a report by BT called The Voice of Small Business. And it says, in a tough economic climate, experts believe that it's increasingly important that small firms look to the internet to sustain and expand their businesses, or their business. Then they go on to describe a few things. And the final paragraph says, many firms are now also turning to new web technologies. 1 in 5 used social networking sites, such as Facebook, to win new business. So, we do need to take that into account as we move forward.